is my good life over if I get sober? I used to think sober life would be boring. I really thought that I needed weed and alcohol to have a good time, to enjoy myself. And this maybe wasn't even the case, right? Because I was very insecure back in the day. And I sure was way more open, way more confident when I drank alcohol. I would only, if I drank alcohol, I would step up to girls or just be a fucking lunatic. Man, if I drink alcohol, I'm the fucking devil, man. I am crazy. And I thought to myself, I had a problem with weed. Weed was my problem. I was literally addicted to that shit. I was smoking all day. It got me completely paranoia, but still I kept doing it. But I knew well, at least it took me some time, but I finally realized that if I was serious about quitting weed, I had to completely change my life around and therefore quit alcohol as well. Because I was in this type of environment with literally everybody around me smoked weed as well, and we all drank. And if I was simply gonna quit weed and keep living the same life for the other parts, like still going out with the same people and drinking, it wasn't gonna take long before I fall back into smoking weed as well. So I was aware that I had to completely change my life around. And what's very important is that I didn't want to go back to like a normal life, from a junkie to a normal life. No, I have big ambitions. I have a big vision. I want to literally actually make something of my life, actually become successful, make my parents proud, and be able to say like, look, this is what I was able to do. So then it became very easy. Like, I have nothing to celebrate right now, and no, I don't really have any reason to drink alcohol. So I said, I'm not going to smoke weed anymore, but also I'm going to quit alcohol and any other type of drugs. And that only once I did it is when I realized that actually sober life is not that boring. It's actually good, because the feeling you get from alcohol, it's, at least for me, it was like this freedom, right? Nothing matters. I can do whatever, and some kind of immortality, right? You can get that feeling sober as well, and then it's genuine, and it feels good, and it also has a good impact on you. It changes you for the better. The way to do this, there's multiple ways, because there's multiple feelings you can get from alcohol, and there's multiple ways to achieve those same feelings when sober. Most important, let's start with fitness. Like, I am this athlete. This is my new identity, which I chose for myself, which helped me to stay sober. And man, crushing goals, like doing big things, lifting heavy weights, running long distances, and then even crushing your own personal records. That's good, man. I get a very, very good feeling, which is comparable to alcohol. I feel like, fuck yeah, I'm the man. I can do crazy shit. I ran multiple marathons. I was never supposed to run marathons, man. Make sure you check me out on Instagram, because today I shared a story about how as a kid I had severe asthma. I was hospitalized, and then the doctor, they told me that I had small lungs, and they gave me all this different kind of medicine. And then only after this happened, little joker I then started smoking weed and cigarettes from the age of 12, 13. 12, 13, I started smoking weed even before I started smoking cigarettes. And I've done this for close to 10 years. And so I completely burned down my whole body. Literally, I burned down my lungs. But it's never too late for change. It's only 2 years ago that I became sober, and that I started working out like I do right now. And now I'm running marathons, and I'm lifting weights. I'm working out every single day, whether it is boxing, fitness, or running. So it's never too late to change. But back to the point, what I was talking about, it's follow me on Instagram. That's what I was saying. And also that sober life is good, because you get the good feeling by crushing your own personal records, if we're talking about fitness. Another thing that really got me this immortality kind of feeling, and not only that, also a feeling of growth. Maybe it's not even a feeling, but it's a change you experience, right? For example, what I start doing, man, I never thought I was going to do stuff like this back in the days when I was still living the junkie life. Here in Colombia, when I was sober, I started approaching girls on the street, literally walking up to a girl, hey, you look good, blah blah blah, trying to get a number. It didn't. I didn't do it for so much time because right now I'm seeing one girl. I'm not really trying to meet other girls, but the feeling you get from that, wow, I am fucking insecure. I've always been. Right now I think it's better, but oh, the feeling, man, when you do it, like, I am the man, I can do whatever. I didn't get the number the one time I was in the, I approached a girl, she was working at a restaurant, she was like welcoming the guests right in front of the restaurant. I was just walking up to her. She was not interested at all. I kept trying for a bit, but no reaction. Whatever, all good. But still, I felt like I can do whatever. I just walk up to people. I just try even hit on ladies. It's no big deal. And the feeling is good, man. This feeling is good. And obviously you learn from it as well, right? You have another experience in your pocket. You know, you learn what to say and what not to say. And this is just with overcoming any fear. I even sang karaoke here in Medellin, completely sober. I used to always love karaoke, but especially like only when I was completely shit-faced. I used to love it, but sober, I would never do it back in the days. And here in Colombia, I was actually surprised because I was already in my head. I thought like, yeah, it's all right. I can do it. I will do karaoke. Fuck it. And then when the moment came, it was good actually. I was surprised. It's scary and you walk up to the stage. It's like, okay, a bit weird what I'm going to do. But it was good, man. I cannot sing. My singing is shit. But I had a good time. And the people watching as well. I had some girls dancing and stuff. It was good. And that's just the stuff. I feel like that's working for me. Just doing scary stuff. I recently started building this personal brand on Instagram as well. So I'm gonna say it again. Make sure to follow me because that's where the real value bombs are dropped. So check it out. Because right now I do these talking head videos in my stories where I share my thoughts. And I just started recording some videos in the mall. Simply because this is the most uncomfortable place to do it. Right? People all around you looking at you thinking you're crazy. Well, at least that's what you're telling yourself. Because it's weird. I have grown for sure. Because this wasn't even that bad as well. I started doing it last week for the first time. I went to the mall. It's always just the start that's fucked up, man. Just whatever you do, just getting ahead, just getting started is the hardest part. I walked through the mall like a one circle because it was not good lighting and all the fucking bullshit stories you tell yourself. But the moment I push the button and I start recording, it's all good, man. It's nobody cares. I don't care. People are busy with thinking. Everybody is thinking about themselves. You only care about yourself, and therefore you have to understand that other people also only care about themselves. Nobody cares about you. And that's what you find out when you start filming in the mall. I'm walking around through the mall, telling my shit. Nobody cares, man. It feels good. It's easy. The only part, I'm going to do it again because I still struggle with to start doing it. But the moment you have your camera on, it's like you're doing your thing. Other people are doing their thing. Nobody cares, man. That's enough. I see you tomorrow. At least if you get yourself a subscription on the channel, then we see each other in tomorrow's next video. So make sure to do that. Cheers.